Hey everybody, it's Georgia Rose from Zencuda, and here's your Friday video. Today we're going to talk about the full moon in Capricorn on the heels of the summer solstice. So I hope this video finds you all well and ready for summer, if that's the case where you are. I'm here in New York and we are having a heat wave, so it's been pretty warm here. We're getting a entry into summer that's very hot. So the full moon in Capricorn happens right on the heels of the summer solstice, and that makes the full moon in Capricorn quite strong for us. So let me tell you all about what that's going to be like. So we have three planets in Cancer. We've got Venus, Mercury, and the Sun all in Cancer right now. And so that's really heightening the Cancer energy. And Cancer is an emotional energy. It's an energy that wants us to have stability in our own homes and family and our own little sanctuaries. But as we know, the most secure sanctuary we can have is within ourselves. And that's really what the Cancer archetype requests of us. It's an energy that compels us to go into our inner landscape and really look deeply at what security really is to us. So although it's a Capricorn full moon, the Capricorn Cancer axis really gives us the opportunity to think about stability in our lives, maybe create some more stability that's authentic to us. What kind of illusions and scripts are we running that really aren't stability? Maybe they're restriction or maybe they're illusions. And that's where Neptune comes into this full moon, because we've got Venus, Mercury, and the Sun all squaring Neptune. And when that happens, it creates illusions. We don't really see the truth. You'll see that going out around in the media right now, especially a lot of things can be confusing. We have Jupiter in Gemini, which is all about communication. It'll be there for the next year. So this full moon brings in questions about stability. It brings up our emotions, especially around the solstice. We're going to have a lot of emotions coming up, some very deep inner feelings. I know for myself, I feel deeply connected to the world today, not necessarily in like a high type way and not necessarily in a low type way, but just in a very heightened awareness, like my spidey senses are up. So if you're the type of person who's like an antenna for energy, over the next few days, you will definitely feel that connection. So once that full moon comes in, it definitely is an energy that requires stability. Capricorn is a great full moon to make goals for business and structure. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, which is all about government structures, finances, money, things like that. As a matter of fact, in the chart of the US, this is actually happening in an area that speaks to me of instability in financial markets and maybe some changes that we're going to see in how our currency is viewed and also in the areas of employment and health. So that chart will be in play all year because we're having our Pluto return. And as you know, Pluto is egressing back into the final degrees of Capricorn. And that's another reason why this full moon is so important. The full moon, the full moon happens when the moon is opposite the sun. So right now the sun's at 1 degree of Cancer and the full moon is at 1 degree of Capricorn. That's why it's a full moon. The two biggest luminaries in the sky are opposite and illuminating each other. Well, we also have another full moon coming in on July 21st, which is at the final degrees of Capricorn. So when I see that, it makes me feel intuitively like we're going to have a Capricorn play this next month over the course of the next 4 weeks. It's like Capricorn energy is going to play out, especially when the moon is going to meet Pluto in Capricorn at the next full moon on July 21st. So it starts this full moon rotation at the first degree of the sign ruled by Saturn, where Pluto is egressing to. And it finishes it in 4 weeks at the final degree of that sign. So what does that mean to me? That we're going to take a journey through Capricorn and that we are absolutely going to be questioning our own stability, our own finances, our own structures in our life. We might feel some limitations in those things, but it's for our better good, because what Capricorn energy really wants to do is bring us to a higher state of consciousness. Sometimes it does that through loss or through limitation by removing things that really aren't good for us or are outmoded or expired or not timely anymore. So time is going to play a role in this next cycle and this next month as well. Time is going to seem very unstable to us. Maybe your day will run away from you or it'll seem very slow. Ultimately, it will make no sense. That's because Capricorn is all about time and how we spend our time. Capricorn is also an energy of tradition, of ancestors. So this will be a month where we really look at what conditioning, what scripts am I running that are outmoded, that may be my family of origin or a religion that I used to follow or a government that I believed in or something that was a big structure that gave me a system of beliefs that really were never my own. In Capricorn energy, those things will be shed light on so that you see where they're really weak and where you really shouldn't be looking for stability in them. And so that's what this full moon is all about. It's going to reveal things in our life that are about our stability and where we crave more stability. The Cancer energy is going to make us a little emotional about that. And the Capricorn energy, that full moon, is going to shine a light on the things that are restricting us, where security can't be found. We're confusing what feels familiar, what feels traditional, what feels like our family's way, like our ancestors' way. Someone told us to do it that way. All those things that we like to run back to, the been theirs, the done that's. This will be a month where we're tempted to go back into that energy, but don't fool for that. Don't fall for that. This is a time for us to create new stability, new securities, and align with our true authenticity, which is found in the Cancer energy of our inner landscape. What really do we believe? What do we really feel? Where's our most vulnerable place? And where have we felt safest in our life? That's what we need to create more of. And this energy is going to show us what that is. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel at Zenkuda and also my social media, Zenkuda Official on Instagram and Zenkuda Soul Space on Facebook. I also do a live podcast every Monday night at 7 o'clock called The Soul Space. Thanks so much, and I hope you enjoyed this video and found it valuable. If you'd like a private reading, I do those by appointment. You can go on to zenkuda.com and book that. Thanks so much. I'll see you next time.